Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a great day. It's time for an Andrew Yang video. So I just want to say that it is just so fantastic that the community has done a great job, Yang Gang, with putting Andrew Yang information out there. I just want to take a second and thank you all. You've done a fantastic job. And even though my Andrew Yang videos have slowed down a little bit, it just makes me feel great that I know that Andrew Yang is in such good hands with the community. I started over a year ago, I think now, talking about Andrew Yang. I was always into universal basic income before I even knew who Andrew Yang was. Excuse me. And Russell, I started as early as I could when people didn't even know who Andrew Yang was. And since then, so many people have just come on board, did a fantastic job talking about Andrew. And I just know everything is in great hands, and the community is going to do the best job it can to get him out there. So I want to just come in and do this video and talk about Andrew has now been endorsed by Donald Glover. Right now, if you don't know who Donald Glover is, this guy is just multi-talented. He's a musical artist. He's a television producer. He does a great television show called Atlanta. And he's very, I guess you can use the term, he's very much like an activist when it comes to the state of affairs in America. And I'm sure many of you all are familiar with that very controversial song he did, music video called This Is America. Well, him and Andrew are hanging out now, and it doesn't surprise me that Donald Glover, somebody who is, he has such when it comes to change, real change, right? And pushing the limit, right? Donald is, he is that all the way. Of course, his musical artist name he goes by as well as Childish Gambino. But I just love seeing this stuff. And I think they're going to he's going to do a lot to help Andrew's campaign because of his activism in the state of affairs with the country. Of course, celebrity endorsements are so very important, very, very important. Every time a celebrity comes on, they have so much influence over people. That is why marketing firms, businesses pay celebrities so much money to get out there and promote their products, because they influence so many people, right? I was thinking about something interesting with Obama, right? I was thinking, recently many of you all probably seen this this basketball pickup game that Andrew had going. And I don't know what it is about people from New York. I think Andrew was born in New York and had his business, Manhattan Prep in New York. But it seems like everybody from New York can play basketball very, very well. And I think I could ball pretty good myself, but I'm from down south, Florida, the Miami area. And, I thought we could play pretty good, but I met a lot of people from New York who could play. So I saw Andrew Yang up there in this pickup game, and I can tell he could play very, very well, right? He's doing it behind the back passes and all of that. But I find it, but if you go back some years, we used to see Obama quite a bit doing a lot of these great jump shots. He had some great form, so we could tell Obama could play. Why don't we have Andrew play Obama for an endorsement, right? That'd be great. It'll make a great news article too. So what we should have is we should have Yang Gang have Obama face off with Yang, and and if Obama loses, he has to endorse Yang. Now, what's funny is of course, Yang is the younger guy. I get that. Obama's got some. So why don't we spot Obama so many points, right? We spot him so many points, so it can balance out. Yang will have to come back 20 points or something like that to win in a game of 30 or 40 or something like that. So I thought that would be interesting. But anyway. Also, Ellen DeGeneres this week. You know, Ellen is another one of these celebrities who I would think would come on out in the door. I don't think she's done it yet. I think she's more of a. I don't know if she's more looking at like a Pete Buttigieg or Elizabeth Warren. I haven't really heard Ellen's political choices or anything like that. But you know, she does those giveaways on the show. She's known for that. You know, Ellen's a very fun person. She likes to dance. Andrew can dance. He likes to dance. They just had to dance off. I'm surprised she didn't show the dance off on the show, or did she? I don't think she showed the dance off on the show. No, she didn't. She showed just Andrew. What was it? Doing the crazy stuff like the whipped cream and it was something else. I forget now. She says she stole from him the giveaways, the $1,000 per month giveaway, right? The Freedom Dividend. But she didn't show the dance sauce because, you know, Ellen loves to dance. And, you know, I would think her and Andrew have a great amount in common, but we'll see what happens. She might come out and she may actually endorse Andrew at some point in time, right? So also polling data. We're hearing stuff like Andrew's polling at 6%, a national poll right behind Pete Buttigieg, right? I think Pete said 8%, Elizabeth said something like 12%. So, just showing the ground that Andrew's gaining. You know, he said he wanted to run a race like this to be this slow and steady race, and he's done very, very well. The next debate that's happening in LA, there's going to be a lot fewer people on that stage. There's going to be a lot more focus on Andrew. So here is where Andrew is the most powerful. This is when he gets a more time to talk. The more time Andrew talks, the more people go, this guy makes a lot of sense, right? And we should be voting for him. Now, thank goodness for the Yang Gang. You know, I'm so grateful, guys, that it is people still left in this country that think like you all, right? Because I was beginning to lose hope. You know, it is just hard for me to understand why it is that the American voter can't just understand or just can't see that when you're looking at something like the condition of our country and politics, right? That it's not just about you, the individual, winning in this country. An economy is nothing more than an ecosystem, right? Some people want to hold on to certain specific ideas so hard that they negate the greater good for all of the citizens of America. And what I mean by that is that we could look at something like universal basic income, right? I'm not saying everybody will win on universal basic income. Let's go worst case scenario. And let's say some people in this system, they get taxed higher, right? They have to pay a few bit more taxes, right? Let's say that all of their nightmares about the freedom dividend come true. Let's say that the cost of goods go up a little bit more or something like that, right? Whatever the case may be, I've pretty much debunked, most of the, if you go back to the history of all my Andrew Yang videos, I've pretty much debunked many of the concerns about the freedom dividend. But just for the sake of argument, let's just say they're all right to some degree with that. The thing is, when we look at the greater good for the country itself, right? How many people get helped by universal basic income, right? We stretch it out. How many people as a whole will benefit from the freedom dividend, right? Now, if you can honestly say that the universal or the freedom dividend is going to cause more suffering to the country than good to the country and more relief of the suffering, then you're right. Right? If the data suggests that. But if it's any way that data suggests as a whole, there is more of a benefit to it overall than what the alternative would be, then I don't understand why people wouldn't want to go with that. It is my belief. And I just have to say it as a belief because I can't see the future and I don't know what would happen with the economics of the freedom dividend. But I do wholeheartedly believe that overall it will result in more people being happier and healthier. And not just that, people will walk around. I believe it will psychologically change a lot of people's mind about the country, because it would make people feel that the country cares about every citizen, right? And the effect of that, even if not physical, the mental effect of that, and what it might do to citizens, how they view each other, and what it might do to the crime rate and how we feel about each other. Because I really do feel crime is a result of neglect to all of our citizens to a degree that make them feel that they're alienated and hostile to the environment, to the point they want to just go out and commit crimes to hurt other people. But if you feel that the freedom dividend doesn't address any of that or won't affect any of that, if you can honestly say that, then maybe you're right about it. But my belief is that the alternative is correct, that the freedom dividend is going to be more helpful to America than not. But anyway, that's all I want to say in this video. Also, real quick, our project, BitcoinMYK.com, our own universal basic income project, us doing our part. It is global. Use the blockchain technology to create what it would appear to be like if people gain universal basic income across the globe. Very experimental, but fun. We'll love to see the results of it. You could join absolutely free and earn this valuable cryptocurrency free. That's all we want to say in this video. If you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.